Welcome back to Fallout 76. It's been a while. Let's see. I don't know, let me just play with the high level character. I don't actually know. There was an update. I don't know what's new. I have to look it up.
Revolutionary 476 is now live. Streaming Fallout 76, Fallout 76 PS4, skipping the rest. Hi. Doo-doo.
Let's see. Why am I naked? Hey there, BP. Let's see if my net is stable enough for this game. I haven't played this in like a long time. It's actually been almost a month since I played this. There's a recent update. I don't know if it's recent. There's an update. I am over encumbered. Like badly. I expected that. Are they fighting each other? They are. I gotta be careful with the exploding rounds. It's been such a long time since I played this, I'm kinda off. Yeah. The double powerful automatic hammer. Got plasma. What is his mutton chops? but my net is stable. Well, for now. Damn, I have a lot of caps. I just realized that. I mean, I know I had a lot of caps, but I had more than I remember. There's no way that I'm gonna be able to. Hazmat suits. I wonder if they fixed a certain glitch. Because I don't seem to have fixed much. No one has the ammo factor. Then again, how many people are still playing this game? Probably not many. I could join it, or I can just do my own thing. I mostly did this to see if my net was stable enough to play this. It seems like it is, though. Thanks to a new cable that I got. I'll play with my new character instead. Okay, that's not a good sign. Oh, someone nuked the White Springs. That told me this place is not going to be stable. I have only 2 caps. Anyway, I completed the mission here. If there was a mission there. What is this place? Prison, I think. Did I? Let me just, more rat meat just hanging there. That's funny. I wanna just, might as well take everything. Duct tape, I need that. I don't think I have a mutation. So the only thing I could use is a machete. Use a board actually, but it's slow. What, now I have to craft a piece of armor and craft weapons? Tempered Raiders chest armor. So either a right arm or a chest armor. Why not? So essentially still the same with the amount of stash capacity. They haven't changed. I gotta look at what the update did. I'm not actually gonna use power armor with this character, but I transferred some power armor from the other character. Gunpowder. Inspirational. I need people to join me. Otherwise my perks are useless. It's not bad. My system seems stable.
Potential source found.
You bastard. Hello. Someone built a camp here. A racing Corvette. You know what? I think I'm just gonna... I think I should focus on one character or the other. Name the streams differently. When I upload them on YouTube. Funny enough, I can take this guy's junk and he can't attack me.
Hello?
Oh, hello. This is this your house?
It is.
Ah.
No, you're not. You cannot use things inside anymore. I don't know where you're at though.
Yes, I can use all the stuff.
Yeah, you can use the things inside.
I was just on my way to the overseer flat was intro stuff.
You're laying down.
Am I? It's a glitch for you?
Yeah, you're walking around laying down.
That's funny. That's only happened like once before.
Yeah, just floating.
I had a friend who was swimming in there and just walking around, just swimming everywhere.
It's kind of weird. But yeah, you use anything down there.
Well, let's see. Someone nuked the White Springs. You're probably gonna want to run around there and level up a lot. I don't do that because I'm kind of too low level for that. But yeah, I was just making my way up to the intro stuff. Maybe I just collect some water here. And some wood.
I'm a go. Don't shut the door because they can get locked out.
Okay. Ah, corn. Even planted a little garden farm here. And I can't. My camps are always so very basic. It's all mobile. Really? I don't have the recipes for the rest. Oh, I can't actually use that. Should I have crossed the stream? No, I shouldn't have. No, was this where I started? No, it wasn't here, was it? No, not yet. Now, the reason why I'm backtracking is that I think I'm just gonna create a new series of this game. Because most of the streams were from the other one, and I think I'll concentrate on one or the other instead of switching between them. Be more interesting that way. So I'm gonna switch back to my high level. Or maybe I'll just end the stream. All of this things respawn, they did respawn, they did. But I can't take it, funny enough. Well, I'll end it here. Let's see what the atom shall pass. I guess the good news is my game is stable. I'm just gonna switch to my other character. So I'm not actually gonna end it. Well, this one I played through the beta. I'm gonna put the comments on the side. It's been so long since I played this. Checkpoint. Interesting. What is going on? Oh, I guess they fixed the glitch where I get extra weight if I leave the game in this power armor. All the good glitches they fix. Let's see, cryogenic grenade. I gotta get rid of some stuff. I did take the daisy cutter with me. That's weighing me down. Strong back. Oh, this doesn't benefit me. That doesn't benefit me. The Lone Wanderer does. Still, I gotta get rid of some stuff. Hey, Wolf Gaming. My game seems stable enough. Where am I going south? Oh, this weapon's... oh, god damn it, it's useless. Damn it. Keep picking up stuff that I shouldn't pick up. I haven't played this game really in like almost a month, so gotta get back into the, I guess, the pattern of how to play this. Where's my Gatling? This is what I was using. I don't want to drop this. I got too much crap. Yeah, my net was kind of fucked up, so I couldn't really play this. I did take some time off streaming around the Christmas time, but I'm back. Blueprint? Ah, yes, amazing. Amazing maze. But yeah, I'm back, so whoever wants to join me, feel free to join me. Or I can join someone else. Hello. Random person. I'm currently streaming, so people can see you waving at me. Sure, why not? I'm over encumbered, so that's gonna be an issue. Wow, you're level 269. Wow. It has been a month since I played this game, so I'm surprised. But yeah, I guess I shouldn't be surprised. I created a new character, but on that one I'm not going to use power armor, and I'm not going to collect a lot of crap. Well, random person, I think I'm going to give you some stuff, because I have too much crap. Yeah, what to give away? I should drop that. I don't really use plasma grenades. You can have the plasma grenades. Why do I have this? Drop that, drop that. I still have a good amount of flamer fuel. Oh yeah, that's right. You played the beta, yeah. I don't think I'm ever gonna use this. You can have all that crap if you want. I haven't gotten the achievement for level 10 yet. Oh, let me change my perks, because I'm on a team now. I guess I can go for exploration now. And bodyguards. I should be able to share these. I don't know. It's cool. Yeah, I noticed I had an update. I would have played this like an hour sooner, but the update, and I had to delete stuff on my system. It's taking up too much space. I don't know what the update does, though. I have to actually look it up. Why am I going this way? I should head north. I think my compass is crazy, so I have to run. Yeah, my compass is, they need to fix that glitch. They only fix the good glitches, I don't know why. Yeah, even though I haven't really been streaming this since, like, the past month, I have updated my channel. So there's links, I created a Discord, I created a, I guess, subscriber emotes. I need to change the subscribers icons as well. That sucks. They fixed the glitch where if I leave the game in this power armor, I get an extra 100 when I come back. But that's all they did. Where's my teammates? Well, if you want to fight the Deathclaw, we can fight the Deathclaw. Damn, I keep pressing the wrong button. Like, it's been a while since I played this. So I'm using syntax and I don't want to. If you want to fight the Scorch Beast, it's up to you, man. Do you want to fight the Scorch Beast? I think I probably have to capture the ammo factory later. Alright, I got you. I'll slowly walk to you, because I'm over encumbered. Don't worry, I got you. I poured liquor on you, so you might still die. Hopefully you have food or something. I want him to land so I can really do damage. But you hit me with light. There it is. Damn it. I can't change weapon. Oh, you're dead. I'm using too many simpacks. I was actually not ready to fight these things, but fuck it. Right in front of me. Not do anything. There, I killed it. A short Gatling gun. Ugh. Interesting. Didn't even know I had this. Had I known I had this, I would have used this instead of healing. Shit. What's a phantom device? Marsupial serum, I'm not gonna use that. These blood packs are weighing me down. Yeah, exactly. So now well, there was like a new weight glitch that gave me an extra 100 on top of it. So I'm kind of fucked, so yeah. I gotta get rid of stuff. I picked up a Gatling something. This, I don't need this. Alright. I don't want to get rid of that. was carrying mini nukes, I think. I am. That's part of what's weighing me down, the mini nukes. I think if I use the mini nukes and use some like stuff that increases my carrying, I will be fine. Well, at least my compass it's fixed. Last time I played this, I was with friends and we were fighting a Scorch Beast Queen, we didn't kill it, and then my internet just dropped. No, I don't actually. I don't think I have the blueprints for that. I swear, this is part of the reason why I created another character and I'm not using power armor on that one. On that one, I'm not going to carry a lot of stuff, just the minimum stuff. That which is good, and then get rid of everything else. Because this one has just so much stuff. It's a lot of stuff I don't want to get rid of. Especially in my stash. I don't think I made much of a... I'm like back where I started. Actually, you know what? Let me look at my junk. Okay, some of my junk is heavy. Why do I have a bread bag box? Nice. I don't need that. Now I know why I weigh so much, among other reasons. Look at this one. Oh, that's ultra, so I don't want to keep that. Oh, a robot. Mr. Helper Robot. Hello, random person. You're either glitched or took a break. So I have to go to Harper's vendor. Your skill is 1. Wow, I need to get rid of. super sludge plants. I don't like that. Why am I carrying so much crap? Actually, the reason why I'm still carrying these is because I can sell them for quite a bit of stuff. Oh, nice. But yeah, I guess they haven't really added anything new. On top of that, I'm kind of... There really isn't much to do with this character, that's the thing. I'm already at the end game. Too over-encumbered, I guess I could get rid of stuff. That's about it. Get the mutations that I want. I think I'm gonna focus on the other character for now. Until they add something good. Just gonna ignore that. Ah, that sucks. Well, let me see. Someone did, or is about to take that. They got social. That's alright, mostly I'm just gonna get out of the zone and then figure out how to lighten my load. Technically, let's see. What the fuck? I don't know why the like Sympax is on R, I mean on right. Should really be on the left hand because the right directional button is where I'm used to changing weapons or something, but I can't shoot this thing while I'm too close, the explosives will kill me. That's a decent amount of caps. Ah, there you are. And you're wearing a dress. I missed out on the Santa Claus stuff. Except for the, like, the emotes, but not the, like, Santa suit. Funny. This disease scorched beast is neutral. Right, I forgot to put you on the team. Luck of the draw.
You got a damn dead random laying around somewhere. I wouldn't detect that Scorch Beast took half his life on the first shot and he flew away.
Yeah.
Way the heck over there now.
Give me a sec here.
There you go. That's a better mic.
Sounds a little bit different.
Yes, I sound clear on this one. Wow, it's been so long since I played this. It hasn't even been that long, but it's been almost a month and I feel like a noob. I do have this nice explosive gun, but besides that...
I still got the set pretty much the same gear you've always seen me in, except for I probably have more armor than you do in that excavator on me in this gear.
I'm only using this because I'm so over encumbered, but I truly gotta get rid of stuff.
Yeah, you carry a lot less shit now. Well, like, I'm carrying 400 stim packs on me, but that's only because they don't weigh very much.
Yeah. Let's see, what to get rid of?
And because I almost never use stim packs anymore. I got, like, 5 or 6 mutations. Healing factor is one of them, and it just heals like a son of a bitch. I mean, if I really wanted to save stim packs, I'd put a vampires on with that healing factor, and it pretty much looks like I switched to that vampire's weapon, and it pretty much looks like a stim pack just shooting a mob with that vampires.
Yeah. Oh wait, so you're using a vampire weapon, like a gun. Yeah, that would probably be very effective. I have like, I don't even know what I'm doing. Let's see. I have no directions.
Well, you drop some of your weight over here at the vendor right here, like all that glowing shit. You go sell this vendor.
That's a good point.
Caps. The vendor's just right over in the middle of town here. There's actually 2 vendors over here that have separate caps. like how they did change the lever gun when I used today. It no longer loads 5 when you only need 1 bullet.
I don't think I've used the lever weapon much.
Well, what's sad is I use this 1-star instigating lever action over my 2-shot explosive double barrel. They did make some changes that are interesting in this patch. Like now, hunting rifles can drop legendary now. That's your vendor in there.
Oh, cool.
Identify yourself. Law of fighting citizen will not be harmed.
Where the hell is that assault rifle, bro?
Yeah, there's supposed to be a vendor here, but I don't know where it must be outside.
You could be fighting mobs somewhere. He's usually around the building.
Oh, shit.
What the hell is that?
Colonial gut seeds.
Yeah, I know, but they're not usually here. But damn, they almost killed me.
Super duper mark is where you will find amazing deals on the finest.
Where the hell is that vendor? Usually he's like right around this building.
I know.
Fighting these ghouls over here. If he's not in his...
Oh, why are you?
I look all the way around the building, he's not here.
He's on strike. A coffee break.
Well, that assaultron came from this other direction. He might have went this. I've never seen him do that though. Well, there's a railroad here close anyway, but I'm sure he'll show back up. I mean, I didn't kill him, did I?
No, I don't think that's possible.
Super duper mark is the best place for super duper deals.
What's this over here? Here he is.
Oh, here it is.
He was inside that building there, up that elevator.
No man's land, literally. Watch out for Brotherhood robots.
Let's see. I'm gonna change perks to sell stuff. Where's that bargain one?
We are the Brotherhood of Steel. Paladin Taxerty in command.
run out of supply. You might as well mark yourself KIA.
Don't want to get rid
Hi
of.
there, citizens. Super Dupermart is where you will find amazing deals on the finest food. Super Dupermart is the best place for super
No
duper deals.
nonsense.
Welcome.
Trade or
Hello.
move.
Please see our helpful automated staff if you need anything at all. Welcome to Super Dupermart, the future of grocery stores.
Things respawn
Hopefully, I'm not being shot at the moment.
The Brotherhood
yeah, they respawned because the other guy
commandeered this
came into
supply
range.
station.
Oh yeah, this guy. You know,
Hi there,
is there a bench here? Because I have like a very heavy.
There is at the other vendor that's just south of us here.
All
You
right,
see it on your up against the railroad there.
let me just
No nonsense.
sell a bunch of stuff to this guy.
Or move.
Hey, where's my Rad-X? I hardly ever use that. I don't have actually a lot of Rad-X left. Interesting.
I sell all my chems, my Radix. I keep a few Radway, like 3 Radaway and 2 diluted Radaway, just in case. I
Yeah.
decide to do a nuke zone or something.
Yeah. Once you get ghoulish, the kind of Rad-X is kind of useless.
Well, I use mutations, so Radix, I can't use Radix or I lose all my buffs. Speaking of that, I don't know why I'm not running that.
Oh, your buffs? You mean your mutations?
Yeah, you use Radix that suppresses mutations.
Oh, I didn't know. Oh yeah, that's right. I actually forgot about that. I should sell all my Rad-X. I mean, I only have like, well, I have 9, but.
We are the Brotherhood of Steel. Paladin Daggerty in command.
Yeah, these mutations are ridiculous, especially when you're in group. Like I just shared that strange in numbers. Now I
Yeah.
can jump a mile high.
And then there's the other one. So a friend had the jump high, obviously the marsupial one, but he also had the feather one, whatever it's
Bird
called.
bones, yeah.
And then it took him so long to drop from the ground. He was, from the air. He was like, "No, I gotta get rid of it."
I can craft a few mutations now. I have some bought too, like Speed Demon and some other ones.
You have
max on my caps.
you say you have the ability to craft them?
Some of them.
Some of the.
I have Empath and both of the ones I have are melee. Oh, Unstable Isotope and Empath. I can craft. Then I have like a Marsupial and a Speed Demon that I bought from the vendor just because I maxed my caps. I went and bought one just to spend my caps on something.
Ah. What is the max caps?
25k.
Oh, okay.
You can do 70. Vendors make 1,400 a day, so it don't take very long to hit max.
Super Dupermart is the best place for super duper deals. Welcome. Hello.
Oh, I've been selling melee impact lately because they just wait. Even though they only wait, I got the traveling pharmacy on, but they, you know, when I was sitting there with 700 stim pack, so it weighed you down quite a bit.
Yeah.
I'm down to about 400 now. I sell all super stim packs. These things are useless. You can't even res people.
Hi there, citizens. Super Dupermart is where you will find amazing deals on the finest food.
Let's see, what do I want to get rid of besides? Well, I think I'm good. I almost have enough where I can just teleport, but I'm just gonna. All I need to do is just scrap some junk that's really heavy. Apparently, I got a wing from that scorch beast I killed.
You have to go around.
It's so unfair.
Yeah, especially when like you squirch these clean, you know how you fall in the ditches all the time. With Marsupial, you don't have to worry about that. You just jump right after them. Plus, the Marsupial also adds carry weight, which is the main thing on him. But I run with Starch Jeans now, and I run so many freaking mutations. I gotta run class freak, so I get rid of all the negatives, or almost all the negatives. You went the wrong way to go around.
Yeah, probably I did.
You can go around, get up here right here, but kind of the long way. But by the way, this school right here, this is the only PvP event in the game that's actually half-ass fun if anybody shows up anyway. I don't. Hey, that's on max on caps. I don't dare PvP. You know how many caps you lose when you're my level fighting, like, say, a level 100 that kills you?
How much?
I can kill 10 times, you kill me once, and you kill me head on cap.
How many caps did you lose?
Well, I had a guy about 100, level 160 the other day that I did the old revenge mechanic and just PvP'd him. Wasn't wanted or nothing like that. Just regular PvP. And I killed him probably 4 times, he killed me 4 times, and I lost 2,000 caps.
Wow.
And he wasn't even nice enough to give him back.
Perfect, here. This is something I can scrap. I'm almost light enough where I don't need to use any chems, but I can use chems, so it's fine. Oh yeah, I still have 2,000 crap in my stuff, so at least I didn't lose anything here. But some of this stuff is garbage, actually. I don't get rid of.
I see your aid thing. There's like 90% of your. All I use anymore for food and water is my purified water and canned dog food, and I keep that good doggy on. I mean, if I really wanted to save dog food, if I got low on dog food, I could also turn on the food thing where it makes you the food do more. But right now, good doggy with good doggy on, I mean, canned dog food's pretty much 33% of your health bar. And I use the water one, 50% more water one, so a purified water fills up about half the bar.
Well, random person who's running around, I'm gonna drop a bunch of stuff. If you want any of it, you can have it.
I'd see what you got for the vendor first.
Oh yeah, that's right, I can sell it to the vendor, what am I thinking? Because some of this stuff is legendary, I can't scrap it, so... I'll sell the crappy stuff first. You know, you'd think they at least upgrade the carrying capacity of your stash or something, but no. They haven't done it. The update was kind of pointless.
You don't really need it. You get used to it. I keep my stash pretty much full, but I adjust it depending on what I pick up. But of course, I'm at the point where I don't really pick anything up anyway.
That is true.
If I run low on, say, aluminum, I'll just mark it and I'll start picking up aluminum until I have enough aluminum again. There's certain things I just pick up, like for vendors. I pick up gears because bulk gears sell better to vendors than the other bulk. And there's a lot of shit I kill that drops a lot of gears.
Exchange items.
Also, lead and steel I pick up because ammo weight's nothing. That's usually my weight problem. I'll get overweight my stash and I'll have to make a bunch of ammo to get rid of the weight. Get rid of all that gunpowder and steel and lead.
Ready to initiate trading.
Of course, part of my problem is that I'm have backup of stuff that I really shouldn't.
Yeah, everybody
How can
everybody
I
went through that as
assist
soon as they got rid of the weight
you
glitches and shit.
today?
You know, infinite stash, all that shit we had. Everybody had that issue. Had to get rid of a bunch of shit. I didn't have to get rid of it. I never went over 1,000 pounds in my stash. I just never seen the point in it.
Oh, I went crazy.
I mean, right now I have enough stuff I could play for an entire month without touching a single item in the game and not run out of shit.
Ready to exchange.
That's the main thing, is figuring out what's absolutely useless, what you don't need at all. You know, stuff like black titanium, don't need it. If you've already crafted your power armor, you don't need it anymore. You don't need it for shit, other than a few here and there to repair it if you're still using power armor.
Yeah.
You don't need fertilizer unless you're keeping a farm.
That is true.
You don't need ultrasight unless you're using ultrasight ammo or plan on using ultrasight ammo or building the ultrasight armor. I mean, you need a little to craft your serums and shit if you wanted to make some money trading, but that's absolutely worthless. There's so many dupes out there, you can't get any real money for your items anyway. But still, the game has the same problem it's had. What it needs is content. That's the only first thing it needs to do is content.
Yeah.
Now, there is a data miner that gets crap posted that shows that we're getting dungeons. The vaults, you know, all these vaults that we can't get into are actually dungeons. Like it gives you a group, is your group ready confirmation screen at the computer, and he has screenshots of his data mine of it. But no idea when that's coming. I will bet there's other games that play out before that shit comes out, like Anthem and.
Oh yeah. Like on the 18th. Well, it's gonna be on midnight, the 18th for me. I'm gonna be playing Ace Combat 7 a lot. It's a flight sim game.
I thought about playing it in VR. Not totally sure if I'm going to. I'm playing Resident Evil 2 next week.
Yeah, that one is also a great one. Unfortunately, it's only a few VR missions. Most of the game is not in VR.
Yeah.
So it's the story. It's not in VR.
Did you do your one-shot Resident Evil 2 demo?
Not yet. I plan on streaming that and playing it. Although a bunch of people already did that.
You only got 30 minutes.
I know. And
that's old school Resident Evil type, so you don't get much done in 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's why I didn't play it yet.
But I like that old school Resident Evil. Nice. I mean, your first playthrough's nice and slow, and your second playthrough is very strategic and fast.
Yeah.
To get your within time to get whatever special item you got. I don't know if any of that's in the game, but it's totally different though. It's been a long time since I played Resident Evil 2. In fact, I think it's been since 1998 when it came out.
Wow. Oh, so you originally played it when it came out, but then never played it again?
No. And the thing is I don't recognize anything of it, so it's a completely new remake. It's a totally different game.
Yeah.
I've already pre-ordered it, so
I haven't.
I played it that 30-minute demo and seen that it was old school Resident Evil, so I knew I was gonna get at least a couple playthroughs through it, so it was worth buying.
I've never played Resident Evil 1, 2, or 3. I have 1. Oh yeah, I've played 4, 5, 6, and 7, and I played.
It's kind of more like Biohazard than the other 4, 5, 6, and 7. I mean, it's back to the original survival horror instead of being more action like 5 and 6 were.
Yeah, I have like the remastered of the first one and Zero. I haven't played them yet.
The remastered first one, either I don't remember how hard the original Resident Evil one was. That one's harder than shit.
I noticed from the intro, like I'm like, what the fuck? I can't get zombies off me, and I used the knife. I was messing around with the knife at first, and then I'm like, no, it is a lot more difficult.
Well, I know the first one I owned it, and did all the there wasn't achievements then, but all the Easter eggs to get even the infinite rocket launcher and all that, doing all the special game knife only and so many saves. But I don't remember it being that fucking hard. Well, of course, I did the same thing with Mega Man. I went back and played some of the old Mega Mans when they were up for free, and I don't ever remember Mega Man being that fucking hard.
Yeah, the old school games are a lot harder than the new games, but new games are like deeper, have more story, more to do, better graphics. But old school games could be really hard.
I don't remember it being. I remember some games being extremely hard. I mean, Contra without cheating.
Oh, I remember Contra. I never beat it without the cheat though. With the 30-man trick.
I beat a Contra without the cheat.
How can
I beat Mike Tyson's Punch Out without the cheat too. A lot of people didn't do that.
Nah, I can never beat Mike Tyson Punch Out. My cousin could. It was his game, but I sucked at that game. Wow, it was a long time ago.
A lot of people can't get past certain mobs, either Ball to Bull or Soda Pop.
I thought I could sell some plans, but I guess not, so I'm just gonna drop them.
But I was, back then, about the only thing you could do to be hardcore was just to make sure you cleared all them games. But there's a few games I just absolutely couldn't clear, like Battletoads. Not even close.
Ah. That one I never played. I could play that though. Like now, I have a you can get the. Yeah, exactly. You can just find a way of playing them on a computer or something.
Yeah. The problem with that is the emulator sites now are so goddamn shady. Viruses and all kinds of
Yeah, there is
shit.
that.
And then not to mention it's hard to find anything because there's so much trash out there that are obviously scam sites.
Yeah.
It used to be, there's only like 3 or 4 known emulator sites when they first started doing that shit. The funny thing is they shut all the legitimate ones down and all the shady ones got left. Like a conspiracy going on. I mean, like when the movies were getting streamed, there was a lot of legit sites that were really good, but they got rid of them all. They shut them all down and left shit up like Pirate Bay, which was full of fucking scammers. I remember watching the first Wolverine movie, and they got that sucker so early that it still had like special effects missing. Like Wolverine was without claws because the digital wasn't put in, and
That's funny. There really isn't much to do, really. What a
is it
shame.
low enough to port yet?
Let's say that again?
They're really. You got your weight down enough where you can port now?
Yeah, well, almost. I just have to like drink alcohol or whiskey or something, and I'm good.
Yeah, there really isn't much to do. I mean, even the Queen, I have really absolute. There's some plans and shit I can get off the Queen that I still need, and they're rare. But there's really no reason for me to do the Queen anymore.
What a
And
shame.
not to mention that I still can't kill her if too many people show up. Too many moochers anyway.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember what I wanted to do. I was just trying for mutations. That's why I picked up a bunch of goo.
The best place for mutations is where I farm for experience, is West End. You can just pick up as much goo as you want right out of the water.
Yeah, I
And
think
there's a shower there to cleanse it.
I think it was you who showed me it. Yeah, that's why I have so much goo on me, like 200 something goo.
And that's probably weighing you down pretty good too.
Let me calculate that. 1, 2. Yeah, it's weighing. Yeah, it's weighing me down enough where I have to drink alcohol to fast travel. So yeah. Okay, I got some spoiled stuff as well, but that's not much. I got a lot of salt on me.
Well, I guess I haven't checked the vendor here yet. There's actually 2 vendors you can check, but they're really far apart. Cost you a lot in caps just getting to them. There's a vendor in Camden, I think, that also sells it. But those shocks plans you want, they're not like the rest of all your excavator player mods. They just say, okay, like you want, like if you were to get XO1 mods, it would be called the XO1 calibrated shocks. But for your excavator, it just says calibrated shocks, nothing else. There's no, don't say what it's for, but it's for the excavator.
Well, show me exactly where it is to get the shocks for the excavator. 100 extra carry weight would be
Here, I'll port there.
useful, although I need to like get out of that habit anyway.
I'm gonna tell you now, they're pretty rare to get the right plans. I mean, you get all kinds of plans, different plans for different parts of your armor, or not plans, but mods.
Yeah.
But they're rare. Now the plans are even rare. I can show you where to get the plans too, but them are just well, in fact, you're pretty close to them. But down there in the south, at all those areas that have down south where you're at there, near where the queen gets spawned, all those places have random spawn plans. That's where the excavator plans drop. They're just random. Kind of like how the Brotherhood of Steel leather armor mods drop randomly up in Toxic Valley.
Oh,
the
okay.
excavator plans drop randomly down there in the high level area. I've only found one plan for the excavator, and something from Melee Racers, I think. But like I said, you just buy the mods; they're pretty cheap if you find them on the vendor. But like when I was getting my XO1 shops, I probably jumped the server 20 times before I found it.
20 times, I could do that. It's not a problem.
That's right where I'm at now is where he's at, in the middle of this town. You don't have, oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. You don't have them for me.
Toy car. Apparently, there's some kind of event. I don't know what it is. If you carry toys, it reduces your rad damage. It's kind of silly.
Yeah, it matches at 50. I tried it earlier today. You can only get 50 more rad resist. I went to Camden Park, put a whole bunch of them stuffed teddy bears in my inventory, and it just stopped at 50 no matter how much I grabbed.
So each of them is what? Each toy is 25 or something?
No, it's more like 5.
5, so I should carry 10.
They're like 10 toys. Whatever you get that plus 50 or what you already have. But unless you're doing a nuke zone, you don't need any rad resistance, especially when you're already in power armor.
This guy's selling an Ultra Sight Gatling Severe Beta Wave.
Yeah, look at the mods, not the notes for your excavator shit. Like I said, it'll be whatever plans.
Yeah, the mods.
It'll be called calibrated shocks. It won't have any. It won't say tier 51, tier 60. It'll just say calibrated shocks.
You should take on your.
No, unfortunately, it doesn't sell it. I do have Ultra Sight Gatling Laser Vicious Receiver and alignment charge stuff. So this is the guys that sells it. I have to like repeatedly come here.
Yeah, he's one of the guys. Like I said, the other guy's clearly on the other side of the fucking map.
Harper's. Oh, okay, that's where Harper. Yeah.
You're in free
Well,
state.
I see in your stream, you just pick up technical data, which is Camp Venture, which is right south. They should turn that into.
Yeah.
If you've done the Brotherhood quest.
Yeah, find a place to secure the technical data. I'm pretty sure I've done all the... I ranked up with the Brotherhood. I mean, I did all the Brotherhood thing.
Yeah, you don't have the quest because I don't see it. So you haven't done the Brotherhood yet. Yeah, I can see what quest you're on. You're on early warnings, which is close. You're working on the Brotherhood now.
Oh, I see. Right. I've been ignoring that one for so long, and then I stopped playing the game. So I'm like,
yeah, you're
lost.
about halfway through the Mysteries quest. Madam of Mystery.
Yes, that's right. Where the hell was the technical?
It don't matter. You probably have a bunch, since you haven't done the quest, you probably have a bunch of technical data on you. But it don't matter if when you do that quest, it will matter if you do it right.
Yeah.
You take that technical data you have and you stick it all in your bank or your stash, except for one, and you go turn it in. You pick out one more, and then you can go turn it back in and back and forth. So when you do that, if you do it right, if you want to get all that extra experience and all the plans and shit you get from doing that quest, you just set your camp up right next to the camp venture.
I only have one technical data. Weird.
Well, the best way to do it would be like, okay, then you don't have to worry about it. But a lot of people, they say they've been looking all over and looting and everything, and they have like 30 of those things. And they go turn that quest in and they lose all 30. The best way to do it was actually like hand those 30 to somebody else to hold for you, and you turn them in one at a time.
Yeah.
But you only need to do like 10 maybe to get all the plans, and then it's pretty much just experience and stim packs and shit.
God damn, it takes so long to find the purified water. There you go. I've been here before. Don't know why, but I was here before.
Yeah, I think one of the story quests come here or something. This is also a good place to get random plans. Like, whenever you come here to server hop, check these cases here. These display cases, they sometimes have plans laying around in them. I doubt it on this server, since this server's been up a while. It's probably been raped already.
Yeah.
But all these display cases here that have a chance to just spawn them random plans. I think there's one over here. Nope. Looks like there's nothing here, so I think someone's raped it already.
It's alright. There's a lot of junk here. I mean, as in junk, as in the stuff in the way. Making us climb ladders and stuff. Or stairs.
Don't make me climb ladders, I just jump over it.
Since I'm here, I'm headed for a mission. Turn that in. Something about wanting a technical data. It's forbidden knowledge. Might as well do that.
Forbidden knowledge. I don't even see that one on the quest list. But yes, group quest. This game is so not multiplayer that they don't even make questing convenient in the group.
Yeah.
I keep arguing on the forums. People keep calling this game multiplayer, right? And they say, well, why don't you just make it single player? The fuck do you think it is? It is a single player game. There's nothing in this game that is multiplayer.
Yeah, I remember talking with a few different friends about this, that they should have made this a single player game. They should have made this Fallout 5, right? And then added the multiplayer later as an update. It could even be DLC. And people would have been praising it. It would have been flawed regardless, but people would have...
The thing is, this was advertised as a fully multiplayer game.
Yeah.
And there are games out there, when they first come out, that are single-player games with a co-op option that have more content than this game does in a group.
Yeah. Red Dead Redemption 2, for example.
I mean, this game reminds me of the crappy Far Cry co-op. Only the group leader can get credit for the quests. I mean, I get credit, partial credit, and get a reward for it, but it don't complete my quest.
Yeah.
If I had it.
Actually, I should have just fast traveled, but alright, it was close enough.
Oh, forbidden knowledge. Yeah, you've done the Brotherhood. If you got forbidden knowledge, that's the technical data. That little fucker must have been out of range. I don't even know what that computer's for.
Incoming dangerous attack? I don't know. Oh, it was. That's what I was supposed to do.
You know, they said they fixed this lever action where it don't fully reload every time, but it also reloads a lot freaking faster.
So I'm supposed to put something somewhere.
Yeah, the technical data comes over here.
I could have sworn I did this before, but alright. I remember calling...
This is repeatable.
Oh.
Every time you pick up the technical data, you can come turn this in. But once you have one, if you pick up another, it ain't gonna help you because when you turn it in, it's gonna eat both of them.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Now, I know a guy that dual boxes that does this right. He collects them and gives every one of them to his alt that don't have the Brotherhood quest done. So he can just stack them up infinitely, and then he brings his alt here and trades it with himself, just chain tournament. Kind of like how you do maps. You ever done the treasure maps in this game?
You know, no, I haven't. I think I may have done one with a friend, but otherwise I've ignored like almost all of them.
They're not worth doing unless you stock up a bunch of them. If you, like, let's say you got 10 of one map, you can go there and just turn it in 10 times right in a row and get all those freaking loaded items and experience. Like, I haven't done them in a while. I bet you I have tons. Got 4, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 6, 9, 3. Yeah, I ain't got a stack of 10 yet.
Damn roaches.
It's this little safe right here.
Where am I?
2 or 3 ammo boxes in here. That's the other thing you learn. These ammo boxes, like if I look in this ammo box and it don't have ammo that I want, I don't loot it. So the next server I get on, if I loot it, it might have the ammo I want.
There you go.
If you loot it, then the next server you get on will be empty. None of these boxes have any of my ammo.
Stuff that I don't need, except for the caps, I guess.
Sometimes you get like 5 stim packs or something like that. Something useful. A little bit of experience, caps.
Did get 7 rataways, so...
I can show you how to server hop and get caps. Oh, there's a few ways. You can either server hop and do an easy workshop down there that has a mob that drops 20 caps, plus you get 20 caps for, clearing the workshop. Or you can just go do the behemoth and he drops 20, 25 caps every time.
Oh,
and
that's
3
right.
armors and 2 weapons.
Yeah. So yeah, you could just keep liberating or killing all the mobs and then switching servers.
Yeah, it's the only real effective way to do anything. Like if I wanted to farm for experience, I just do some West Tech, pop over a server, do West Tech again, pop over a server. Just boring as shit.
Well, we get rid of starch jeans. Gonna drink some goo. Might as well do it here.
You wear it here. I could have shared something that you do take less rad damage, but I guess you want to eat rad damage. Just I'll tell you what, if your luck's high, you ain't gonna get mutations very quick.
Yeah, I figure I should reduce my rad defense. Let me just get out of the portal. Oh, that's not good. There's an enemy here.
Well, no, even if your rad defense is low, if your luck's high, for some reason you sit there and chug and goose all freaking day and not get a mutation.
Yeah.
But you could also jump over to a shower or to a camp, and I can set up a rad shower.
Actually, yeah. That would be nice to have a rad shower in my camp, although my camp is very basic. Like, I didn't even build a house or anything, it's just all the stuff that I need on the ground. I did build a bunch of purified waters.
I got a pretty interesting camp now. It's 6 stories high, anyway.
You know, I just realized something. I shouldn't have been using the buff out that I was using. I could just put the power armor chassis on the ground and that's good enough.
Well, why did this power armor just appear out of nowhere? It's not even targetable, but...
I just put that there.
Oh, I can't even target them. I guess they changed something there, because I used to be able to target your power armor, just give you the instant loading screen.
Huh. Well, maybe it's just glitchy.
Oh, your camp's way up there.
Yeah, but the explosive weapons are so powerful. Well, you know, it's to the point that power armor is kind of pointless. You're better off sneaking and then having.
I got a one armor piece that far, especially when you're talking PvP, far outweighs power armor.
Yeah.
What it is assassins. You know, 8% minus 8% from players, but also minus 15% while sprinting. So if you had 5 pieces, that's 40% damage reduction from players, and then 75% while sprinting. So you can sprint around with an explosive shotgun and be damn near unkillable.
Yeah, that's what I need. Like, I think they fixed the duping, but maybe not. I need to get myself one of those explosive shotguns. I think I might be over the limit. Yeah.
Oh, I better turn my bullshit on before I get my home defense shit on before I do that. Or not home defense. Which one is it that lowers your contractor?
Let's see. Someone placed a garbage dump here. Someone was on my team, and it's just a stash, but it's kind of funny.
There, now you get your own red shower. I think you gotta power it though.
Let's see. I got a fusion somewhere. Yeah, 30. Where's my fusion? It's over here. I don't know if it's enough actually. But we'll see.
Just look at that power pole that's right there next to you. It should be. There ain't no way you got 70. Even with all the water purifiers, there ain't no 70 there, I don't think. If not, a windmill is pretty cheap. And they'd be actually decent now.
Let me put this here and let's see. Let me look at the requirements. You need. Oh, I see. To build this, you need quite a few of the purified stuff. Flux.
Yeah, well, I put the contractor on, which reduces that by half.
Oh.
But I got a lot of it from farming the queen. You get like 5 or 6 flux every time you kill the queen. Well, the purified stuff, not the. If I ever need it, I can keep those magazines that give you the 50% chance to get extra yield. Plus, you put the green thumb on, you get tons of freaking flux.
Well, see the thing is, I have a shit ton of purified waters, and that's the issue. That's fine because I can store some, or I could build another one actually.
But see, you could actually put a switch in there so you can turn this on and off.
Let me see if I can. What kind of other generators I should build? Here, I don't.
You don't have enough. You didn't have enough power.
Nope. I have a lot of water purifiers. That's the thing.
Yeah, I don't know why.
And of
and
course,
you have missile turrets.
yeah, the missile turrets. I guess I can get rid of some of this. Someone put lights in here. I don't. My camp is all over the place. Do I really need this missile?
I have 3 water purifiers, and that's more water than I ever use. I sell a bunch to the vendor.
I give water away sometimes, or I use it to heal.
Between the turrets and all these wires you got wired to shit up, you're wasting a whole lot of money. Of course, you don't got no house yet, but...
Yeah. Like, some of these turrets are only here because they were there beforehand. Like, actually, let me get rid of this part, then. What I mean by that is that I placed them in the golf course and it was destroyed, and then I was like, oh, fuck it, I moved my place.
You know how the players are whining about griefers destroying their camp? You know, like high-level players who are just destroying their camp.
Yeah.
You want to see real griefing? I can destroy your entire camp right now without going wanted.
How do you do that?
I put on a home defense and use a flamethrower trap and just set it up. And it destroys everything in front of it, and then I move it. I set it up again in front of something else and destroys everything in front of it.
Oh.
If I'm in your group, I can build your camp and build that flamethrower trap, and it automatically destroys every fucking thing.
Don't need that. I mean, I could just build another fusion, or any kind of power.
Yeah, like I said, the windmills are actually pretty useful now since they give 12 power. Let me see. I forget what water purifiers only take like 8, right?
Yes. I guess it's best to count them. Let's see how many. A friend put open sign on this wall to tell people that.
12. Goddamn, you're using almost all your power in just water purifiers.
So I have 12. 12 times 8 is yeah, like almost all of it.
That's 96. And then you got a missile turret here that takes the extra little bit.
That's true.
So yeah, either you take out water purifiers or you put down another generator.
Question is
which you might as well be a fusion.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
The, reduce mat spurt.
Yeah, that's right. I should just use that. I do have that per the contractor.
Let's see, if you don't, I can share it.
Oh yeah, might as well share it as well. Because I don't think it's fully... No, I don't have it full. I only have the rank 1.
I can share it.
It's funny.
It shouldn't cost you shit.
It's funny because I was also building a bunch of water purifier industrials for those on my team friends when I was in their bases just for the hell of it. Of course, it was costing me caps. I mean, not caps, resources, but I had resources to spare then. Ugh. I gotta take off like a turret. Oh, okay, here's a better place.
You can take this turret here off, put your other fusion generator up right next to this one.
That's what I planned.
Just hook into this one. But you got a turret on the other side of it too.
It's best if I jump on it.
Yeah, you can't put one there, it'll be in the way of your wires.
Yeah.
But I don't see anything in the way here if you took this turret out right here. Yeah, I got to the point where I had to more smartly do my wires so I could build more. My camp's huge. No turrets. Of course, I got it set up someplace now that it don't ever get attacked.
And I guess I put this connected here. There, it's finally working. Actually, let me see how much, what kind of reduction in resources. It doesn't seem to reduce it much. It doesn't matter, I had plenty of resources anyway.
Let me see what I got. I got Eagle Eye Serum, which, unless you're a sneak build, you wouldn't use.
No.
It's Speed Demons Serum. Everybody uses Speed.
Speed Demon would be nice for my low level, but my low level is so low level that you can't use Starch Gene, so there's no point.
Yeah. I got Speed Demon like 4 times on my ult before I even hit level 10.
I remember Speed Demon was the first mutation I got was Empath, and I had it for a while. But I also got Speed Demon. That one I didn't have too long because I used the rat away and I didn't know what I was doing, so I ended up losing that mutation.
Yeah, Speed Demon was the first one I ever got, and I kept it for a while, but ended up walking through a shower that someone turned on me. Like I was running a rad sponge in a group, or my regenerate rads during the day to keep it, because I didn't have Starch Genes at the time.
Yeah.
But I ended up losing it because someone showered. Then the second time I bought it, and I lost it because I logged into a fucking nuke zone and got like 4 mutations before I died that I didn't want.
But I'm messing around with Toxic Goo, but I am gambling because I think it was you or someone else told me that if you get like a bad mutation, no, it was someone else. A friend of mine told me that if you get a bad mutation that you really want to get out, and you're kind of screwed because some of them, I think it was Empath, or I forget which mutation it was specifically talking about. The one that reduces your energy weapon damage as well.
Yeah, I use that one, but I don't use energy weapons. But it don't matter with if you're running all mutations, you run that
yeah, the one that reduces
rate.
Class rate.
It doesn't. I mean, it lowers the damage, but it's only like 10% or something. I'll tell you. Like right now, it's lowered my energy damage by 12%, but it raises my energy just by 125.
Well, I gained a mutation called Plague Walker. It's not a negative, but it's kind of useless because I don't have a disease.
Yeah. That's also really bad for stealth because it knocks you out of stealth.
Really? Plague Walker?
Mm-hmm.
But only if you have diseases?
If you have a disease, what it does is it AoE aura around you that does damage, but that damage knocks you out of stealth, so...
But I can still hold it without worry because I don't have mutations, but yeah.
But you can get rid of a bad mutation and keep the others. But what you do is you have to use a Radway diluted right away, and it'll take that last one you just got off only. But if you wait a few minutes and then use it, it'll just take a random one off.
Oh, I see. Well, if that's
it has
the case,
to be diluted too.
Maybe I should just use it now because Plague Walker is. Well,
Yeah,
I mean, this.
Walker.
Yeah, it's kind of useless. Let's see.
It's negligible damage. You can't ever run with your freaking passives off, or you'll go PvP flagged all the time.
Damn it! I lost Talons. Although I wasn't using Talons anyway.
What did you use diluted right away?
Yeah, I used the diluted. You know, maybe I waited too long. But
I always get rid of the very last one I got if I use it right away.
I noticed that before too, that it was always the last one, but it's fine. I mean, Talons was one where...
It's a melee one, I think.
Yeah, but you have to use it's your fist, so essentially it isn't that effective.
Yeah, so it's pretty useless. Because I don't think you're running around punching stuff.
That's alright. What I'm just... I mean, I might as well just go for all the mutations except for like Empath, but see if I can get rid of that one. But I don't have Empath on me. Well, I guess what I'm gonna do is that once I get a lot of mutations, especially the good
Which
ones, I'll buy the
some you don't
rest.
want, like herbivore, but
Herbivore is horrible. Carnivore I have,
'cause
so
if you have carnivore, you can't get herbivore, so that's a
yeah.
good thing. But really, the easiest thing to do is go get the serums and just get what you want and keep the search beads on forever. I mean, yeah, they're like 3,500 caps a piece, but really, what the hell else do you have to do with your caps? I mean, you can go buy really nice items for caps right now, but you might as well use duped weapons because that's what they are.
Yeah.
I mean, the only reason I haven't is, well, for one, when the duping was going on, I had better items than the people that were duping had, and for two is now I'm at that point where I might as well not use them, trade for anything or do anything with dupes, because then I can claim I have a self-found account, which don't really mean shit.
Yeah.
In fact, I don't remember anybody claiming a self-found account since like Diablo 2. And most of them people were lying. I was always self-found in Diablo 2 until I got to the point I was bored, then I started cheating.
So remind me, the mutations, you can only get one every few hours, or you have to switch servers or something? Server hop?
No, I've gotten 4 in one death. I don't know how it works. Like I said, when I want them, I never get them, and then when I don't want them, I get them.
That's how it works. That's how they get you.
So that one time was a bug. I logged in and I was in a nuke zone, but as soon as I died, the nuke zone disappeared, like it wasn't even there. Oh yeah, that's a pain in the ass. If you're keeping a mutation, you have to starch genes, run through the shower, and then...
Yep. And then take starch genes off and keep going. Pretty sure. Well, let's see if maybe I can get another
Well,
one.
I'm almost positive luck has a lot to do with mutations, because like I said, my alt was getting mutations left and right for just taking a little bit of radiation damage, and me sitting at 17 luck. I mean, I've sit there at a frickin' that goo pile for an hour and not got a single mutation.
So the better your luck, the worse it is.
The worse chances to get a mutation is what I'm thinking. But if I left my starch genes off for 5 minutes, I get hit by one ghoul and getting fucking mutation, I guarantee it. Because there's no other mutations I want. I mean, I got all the defense ones, of course. Got carnivore, eagle eyes, grounded, healing factor, marsupial, scaly skin, and speed demon.
Scaly skin, I want that one.
Yeah,
And
it's
healing factor.
Like right now in a group with that thing on, I got 309 defense and 367 energy resist, which is probably more than your estimated armor has. And if I got my XO1 set, I'd imagine it's really freaking high. Yeah, pretty paid job. But if someone would pay dollars for the atoms it took to buy that, it would have been $20.
Damn.
That I don't caps to buy this paint job.
I don't know what they're thinking with the price. The atoms.
Yeah, it don't matter. It doesn't matter. You can get as many atoms as you ever want. All you do is keep making alts. Make an alt, get it all real easy to get achievements for atoms. Then delete it, make it all do the same thing over and over again. It's my armor. Oh. I guess some of the mutations must not work in power armor. Because they got a 480 defense and 642 energy resist.
Yeah, that maybe.
I don't think the scaly skin works in the power armor. That's what it is.
Yeah, that one doesn't work in power armor.
Oh, did I just use a step back? Son of a bitch. Why can't I remember how to get my fucking power armor?
Right? I keep doing that. I wasted like 2 or 3, maybe it was 3 or 4 sim packs when I started playing this today. It's been so long since I played it. Because I don't know why the sim packs are directional right instead of left.
It's been a while since I've been to a nuke zone, which is the only time I get in that power armor. I don't even know why people use power armor outside of nuke zones, though. You lose so much shit because from the shit you get, like your legendary. I mean, people running around in power armor complaining about their stash space. You know how many armors I got that can reduce your freaking weight you carry? Hell, just the ones I've saved, I've got junk items reduced, fall damage, food, drink, and chem weights reduced, weapons reduced, ammo weight reduced, and you know, there were 5 pieces, so like, let's say somebody likes to carry a lot of weapons. You can get all 5 armors with 20% weapon reduction and make all weapons weigh 0. Pick up as many weapons as you want. Which, like, if I was using heavy weapons, it's probably what I'd do. Anyway, I mean, it would save you a lot of perks at a...
Yeah.
But right now I'm saving the food, drink, chems one, because that's actually 6 points that I'd save. Like, I don't use through hiker, but I'd like to. But if I had that, I wouldn't need to, because I'd already have the weight reduction.
There, I see, yeah. I always use that one, because I'm carrying a lot of food on me. I use it mostly to heal, but...
Well, I can adjust mine. Like, if I go over weight out collecting shit, I can turn my junk one on. Or if I get a lot of food shit, I can turn my food one on. But I lose shit by doing that.
Yeah. That is true.
What I really need to do is pull some more points out of luck and put it over into agility so I can run more shit. I mean, I don't use criticals that much anymore, but it's nice to have that critical. I mean, for certain shit, especially PvP. That extra damage on that critical anyway.
Yeah.
How'd my shit come unshared? Oh, I don't need that much shared anymore anyway.
Guess I don't need the gamma rounds anymore. Huh. Mini nuke.
Yeah, I see you still haven't fixed that. You know, your magnetic personality. You have that on. If someone moves the group, leaves the group, disconnects.
Oh, that's still glitched.
Share off. You know, it turns whatever you share it off because you changed your charisma.
Oh well.
But right there, I changed my charisma by getting it in my power armor. I'm sure that's what happened.
Weren't they supposed to like update this game with factions or something? It was this month.
Faction PvP was supposed to be this month, and it might still be, but I mean they say there's another patch coming, but they haven't said nothing on it. But to me, PvP, first of all, they need a base fix to the PvP. Oh, I know what I should be sharing right now since we're sitting in this fucking game.
Yeah, PvP is broken as hell. I mean, they need to like reduce the damage or something, or make it the explosive weapons don't just. I don't know, man. I don't know. They need to do a lot.
Yeah, they need to change the PvP and fix it where it's actually, you know, workable. And then what they need is PvP servers where you start. You know, people want fresh servers, but you mentioned PvP fresh servers. They don't want to touch that shit. But right now, I'd do that for something to do.
Yeah.
Start a new character on a PvP server. I mean, that way nobody could complain about the duping balance and shit like that, even though people don't understand that duping has little to do with why they're getting, you know, this level 50, 60 guy is going to get his ass whipped by a two-shot explosive, whether it's a dupe or not.
Yeah.
If you're over 150 or so, especially if you're over 200, you've got plenty of two-shot explosive weapons. No, I gave one away the other day, but it was just for laughs, because it was a two-shot explosive assault strong head.
Yeah.
I just wanted her to burst the bitch when he lost all his fusion shells in one shot.
That's funny.
I don't know if that's still bugged now, but I didn't see it in the patch notes. But the assault strong head does that. You fire it, and all of a sudden, all 20,000 of your fusion cells are gone. I mean, there's plenty of shit in this game I'd still like to get, but drops are so fucking rare. Especially when you're talking specialty drops, like the ones I want, like lever actions instigating with something else on it, or a plasma rifle, two-shot explosive, or something, because people underestimate, they think energy weapons are so bad, but that plasma rifle, you put the right mods on it. Now, you'd have to pretty much be a duper to keep up with the ammo. Like, you put the splitter mod, which basically makes the plasma rifle a 200 range shotgun.
Nice.
It does a lot of, I mean, just a plain old plasma rifle, not even legendary, does plenty of damage. Problem is it takes 8 rounds every time you fire. If you put the flamer mod on it, that turns it into a flamethrower kind of weapon. It does good damage too, but boy, it eats the rounds up faster than shit. On top, you can't even see the numbers flying by when your ammo was going out the window. But they do a lot of damage.
Well, I can't even. So I don't know where the hell early warnings is. Find the missing uplinks.
I'm pretty sure early warnings is back there near Watoga, but I don't see it, the quest marker on the map.
Yeah,
pretty sure.
It's alright, let me just turn it off and on.
The early warnings is usually, I'm pretty sure, is the one where you have to go find the 3 different satellite dishes around Watoga. Like the first one's west of Watoga, the second one's in Watoga, and the third one's east of Watoga, down near the.
I think I already did
side.
that.
Can you do the show on map thing?
The show on map?
Like go to your data and look at the quest and push R1. Because it might be a small circle that you can't see just browsing your map.
It doesn't let me show it. I activated. I put it as active. It should show up, but strange.
Okay, that's the Red Rocket course I see there. That is the pumpkin house I see there. What is that one? Aha, I think I found it. Somewhere. There's something on this line that I'm pointing at that you have active. Or maybe that's me that has it active. Yeah, I got one quest up. I forgot I picked up that stupid miner's key. I don't see it though.
Yeah, it's strange. It's like I have no missions active. I mean, I see nothing on the map. I mean, I can select some of the other stuff. Actually, you know, do you have the materials in order for me to make that Karma syringe barrel mod for Rose?
Yeah, probably. I don't know what the materials are.
Well, let me check here. In order to... I need 1 glowing resin and 2 firecracker berries.
No, I don't have that. That's weird that it requires that. I mean,
Yeah.
you can get glowing resin right here. I mean, just look around the base of these frickin' trees. Let's see if I can find one real quick. But the firecracker berries,
Actually,
for one, even if you know where they're at, they're hard to get because when you get close to them, they blow up.
yeah, that's right. If you walk over them or run to quickly get them.
But I can swear that quest gave you those mats. You never had to go look for them. I thought it gave you those mats when you picked up the quest.
I might have screwed myself over then.
But
This is
but
a glowing...
yeah,
I've picked up firecrackers occasionally, not often, but it's the glowing resin I can find for the life of me.
the glowing resin is it looks like honey dripping off the bottom of the tree. But it's all on just trees. It's actually a really good way to get adhesive.
Oh, I see. I was just looking at the wrong place. Didn't realize that.
But I don't see any trees around here with it on it.
So it doesn't have to.
This.
So it doesn't have to be in a new place then.
What's that?
New zone.
None of my shit shared again anyway. What's that? Don't kill us, dog. Oh, wrong fucking weapon. Oh yeah. Got me a pet. Hey, you don't shoot my pet.
Oh, you're gonna tame him.
Yeah, I've seen people make these, Hey, he's not tamed anymore, what the fuck?
I think it's because I shot him.
Yeah, he won't let me tame him again.
Oh god, I killed myself. I keep forgetting. Explosive gun, that's what happens.
That's another thing that's changed. Look at your fireproof, perk. You know how fireproof is absolutely useless because it just reduces fire damage? There's very little fire damage in this game. Now
Yeah.
it reduces explosive damage too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So you won't blow yourself up. Use it in PvP, you might not get one shot by the explosive bullets.
That's actually very useful then. If you do PvP.
Yeah, or if you're prone to blowing yourself up with your explosive weapon.
Yeah.
Well, that's the main thing Marsupial's good for right now is you can jump way up in the air and just jump shoot everything. You don't have to worry about blowing yourself up. Of course, that's only useful with a shotgun. I mean, something you have to aim and it can work very well. But I guess it's explosive. You don't have to really hit the mob. You can just get close. I don't see adhesive in any of these trees. Maybe it's only in certain areas of the map that the adhesive grows on the trees.
Yeah, maybe.
That's the only place I know to get glowing resin other than just randomly get that out of a container or something, which is be pretty fucking rare. I think a mob drops it too, but I don't remember which mob. Maybe the honey beast. I'm not totally sure on that, but like I said, I never had to collect that. I always hear about people wanting firecracker berries. I have never had to collect a single firecracker berry for the quest, so I know that either you get a quest that points you like an optional part of that quest that points you to where to get it, like a box that has the shit in it, or she just gives it to you. One of the two, because I've done 2 characters through that quest, and I know damn well I never went.
It's possible. It's possible that I didn't talk to her enough to get it. I was kind of in a rush, or it glitched.
Or you got it. You got it and went to scrap your items and lost it.
Yeah, that's probably what.
The quest. and your berries would have rotted. Is that a firecracker berry? No, that's an Annihilator Sentry Bot. Glow in the ground red there. Oh, fusion cores. I'd take that fusion core if it wasn't already dead. Yeah, wherever I was getting these glowing resin at when I was low level, they must be all over the fucking place. It must be back in the newbie areas or something. Because there isn't any up here.
That's probably the case. It just didn't realize.
Like the forest?
It didn't really bother to try to look at trees to get the rest. I didn't know where you get them.
Now, firecracker berries, I don't know exactly where to get those, but I know they're all over the place wherever they're at. In fact, today I was just getting nailed by one thing. Somebody was trying to PvP me and shoot me with explosive rounds. It kind of sounds the same. Yeah, when I made my new character, I remembered about them looking at the trees, because I know how your new character's always out of fucking adhesive, so I was always looking out for adhesive.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate liberators. You know another problem with this game is? There is really not a whole lot of difference between a level 1 mob and a level 50 mob. And how much damage they do and how many hit points they have. I mean, there is a difference, but it's not a huge difference. And there's another problem with PvP, is that the frickin' penalty system, you should quit getting additional penalties after 50, but you gain nothing for your levels after that, but yet you keep gaining penalties. That's why I lose so much caps if I try to PvP.
Yeah, because you don't really, I mean, after level 50, you don't really get stronger unless with the exception of picking the right perks you want, but other than that.
Well, yeah, it's after 50, a little bit after 50, you have all your basic damage perks. It's just quality of life perks. Pretty much getting after that. It's definitely not the extreme newbie area, because I still ain't seen a tree with that resin on it. I know wherever I was on my alpha, shit was everywhere. But when I was leveling up the first time, I never even knew about it. I didn't even know about resin being on the trees. And I said, when you hit like your first 30 levels or so, that's all you ever need is more adhesive. Then after 30, you never need another adhesive again. You always have too much. Oh, is that a firecracker bird? No. But yeah, that would make that quest a real pain in the ass if you had to actually go out and get this shit, because neither are an easy to find item. The glowing resin or the frickin' firecracker berries.
Yeah,
I believe both.
I think I screwed myself there, but it's not that big of a deal. Like,
the firecracker berries for sure, because you can't save them because they rot just like food.
Yeah.
That's why I quit using herbivore. I mean, it used to be nice to have your camp and stuff, but you can't really stock up. You gotta constantly keep fucking with it, because it just rots on you. And some bug, it don't rot like one at a time, so you know when it's starting to rot. All of a sudden, all of them rot at the same freaking time. Even though you made them, like, hours apart. Is this someone's camp? No. It's just a trashy house. Looks like someone else's trashy house. But as far as I know, the only reliable way to get to the city, that glowing resin is off the tree. And the firecracker berries, I know are in higher level areas. Because I see them all the time while I'm farming.
Well, it's all good even if I don't find it. I mean, I'm in a good mood. My net is stable. Last time I tried to play this, I was disconnecting from this game constantly. That was because of my Wi-Fi, but I got a cable that's long enough, so.
Since the early January patch, I mean, I've been able to stay online on this game all fucking day, pretty much. I mean, every once in a while, maybe a blue screen on the zone in or something. And sometimes if there's I've seen 4 nuke zones up at once. I mean, I don't even know how that's possible, but the server didn't crash. I've seen 2 nuke zones, queen nuke zones on top of each other.
Right, I keep forgetting that I am a carnivore, meaning that I can eat raw meat, and there's no point in picking vegetables or whatever, and cooking them, I guess. Yeah. I do get water, but I get nothing else.
You got plenty of purified water, I'm sure.
Yeah, I have enough.
Water purifiers. I'd barely ever even hit my water purifiers and still have 2 new waters.
I'm light enough, well, not really light enough, but I could just drink a beer and then fast travel, or I could put one of my other power armors on the ground and then fast travel. It's several reasons why I created a new character, because I wanted a different kind of playstyle, and not use power armors. But also, I got so tired of having so much crap and not wanting to get rid of the crap that on that character I made a mental note of not being a hoarder, I guess.
Yeah, it's a lot of people's problem. They just refuse not to be hoarders.
So much nice stuff you don't want to get rid of. I'd give rid of one of my handmaids, but I actually wanted to give it to a friend, but they haven't been on in a while.
For me, at least, even in Fallout 4, I didn't hoard too much because I hated to have to go to. Now I tamed them, or I pacified them. Now how do I tame them? It says just to walk up in melee range and take. Oh, maybe I have to aim the weapon at them. No, that's not it.
There's still a glitch where if you fast travel when a power armor, one of your armors go into your inventory. It's weird. One of the parts of that is.
Do you not have room in your stash to put all that extra shit in?
Nope, my stash has 2,000 out of 600.
Yeah, you'd have to get rid of that, or you're gonna be losing a lot of junk when you die.
Yeah.
Especially if you do a nuke zone or something, because there's little low levels that just sit there and wait till you die, and then go pick up all your shit.
Some of it is junk, some of it is weapons that I'm slowly getting rid of, but I also have a lot of rataways. Someone gave me a bunch and Simpacks. Almost Simpacks. And I stored them.
Yeah, the rataways suck because the chems thing don't reduce the weight of them.
I don't know what they were thinking with that. It's a chem. Just horrible.
Oh, there's another change. Look at the weight of your bobby pins. you know, those used to weigh 0.1 pounds,
Yeah.
which was ridiculous. They were supposed to actually drop it to 0.01, but for some reason they dropped it to 0. At least for me, it's 0.
Well, let me actually look. Let's see. Oh, that's fantastic. It should be 0. Screw it. I'm happy that way.
But, I mean, a bobby pin weighing 1/10 of a pound.
Yeah, you know, I had a problem with that, so I stored like 100 of them in my stash. And maybe now my stash is 100 lighter without me doing anything. That's good.
I mean, they stick to the weight of actual items on some things. Like, you pick up a 160-pound dumbbell, it actually weighs 160 pounds. But on bobby pins, here, let's just make them weigh 0.1 pounds. I mean, you could have a whole goddamn bag full of bobby pins and not weigh 0.1 pounds.
Get supply. A supply drop.
But I can carry they wanted bobby pins weighing 0.1 pounds, but I carry 25,045 rounds that weigh 0. Yeah, I guess I don't understand that pacify thing. I mean, you're supposed to be able to pacify and tame.
I don't know. It's just like to pacify. They stop being hostile to you, but they don't really like follow you around or anything.
People are doing this where their pets are I'm gonna have to look more into it, but they're getting it where their pets stay at their camp, and people are bitching because they got like death claws and shit in their camp, guarding their camp. But people are walking up killing their death claws and shit.
That's hilarious. Like, I went through all the trouble to go to Deathclaw Island to tame a Deathclaw. They're killing my Deathclaw pets.
Oh god damn it! Just out of fucking habit, I put my frickin' Lone Wanderer on.
Right, that's right. Let me just check that. I think I took it off. But,
I still don't know how Lone Wanderer works. I don't know if being in a group automatically negates it, or if it's just if you're close to somebody else.
No, I'm not sure either, but I'm pretty sure that Lone Wanderer is if you're alone. Like, if you're in a group, it might negate it, but yeah, I'm not sure actually myself. Anytime I join a group, I just get rid of it. Just to be safe.
You can't really tell from Fallout 4, because all it mattered is if you had a pet or not. I always ran Lone Wanderer, because I hate games like your RPGs that have other than turn-based, the parties in turn-based aren't a problem, but when you're playing an action RPG like, say, a Dragon's Quest, where you have multiple AI-controlled characters, I hate that shit. In fact, I think one of the Dragon's Quest, I went through it gimped solo on purpose, so I didn't have to bring the AI-controlled characters around, and it made it really freaking hard.
Ah.
I think it was Dragon Quest. It's one of the names. But even the zombie games, there's that, it's not Dead Island, it's, there's one of them where you got a group of 4 people, you got 3 AI-controlled characters with you for the zombie game. Hated that fucking game, just because that point alone.
Was that one like, over the top of you? Or is it like a first person?
Third person, like, I think it was Dead Rising, was that?
No, it wasn't Dead Rising, because Dead Rising was you were solo, you had one other guy maybe, and co-op.
This one was like 4 vacationers, like they were. Heck, I think the chick was even dressed in a bikini. Like
Left 4 Dead?
vacationers, and could be Left 4 Dead.
I never played Left 4 Dead, so I don't know.
I play so many so many freaking games. It's hard to know for sure, but I don't like hunting. And another one I don't like, even though I love the Far Cry series, I hate quick time events, and they make every boss fight in the whole game. There's no quick time events till you get to the last boss fight. But
I found someone's
yeah,
face. Yeah.
Another reason I didn't like Red Dead. It has so many things I hate. Red Dead 2, because I never played one.
Oh, it has quick time events? I don't remember. I never played the second one. I played the first one. The first one didn't have that.
They had cutscenes, which you could skip, but after the cutscene was over, you rode your horse next to this guy who talked to you for 10 minutes before you got to the actual area. And every time you got to the actual area, the event was always the same. You get 3 waves of mobs and you kill them. All auto
This is a very nice place. Yeah.
If you're old enough to remember what Choose Your Own Adventure books were, it's kind of like the Choose Your Own Adventure book of the fucking video game world. To me, there's no real gameplay in it. It's all shallow.
Well, random person, I don't know if you can hear me, but you built a very nice house here.
He can't hear you unless you change your voice settings in game.
I wonder. Let me see.
You can change it from
I can always invite him to the
area
chat. To the team if he's solo.
I wonder how that works in your stream. Because, you know, like if we were in party chat, I would have to share my voice for anybody in your stream to hear me. But in the game, can people hear me even though I don't give them permission to hear me?
Well, let me check. I can actually check on my phone. Let me see.
Because, I mean, that's an actual privacy setting. If the game does that, you know, you'd think that there would be some legal problems with that. Not that I care, I'm just saying that...
Actually, yes, your voice can be shared. I can hear your voice.
So, yeah, you know, like I said, if we're in PlayStation chat, I actually have to turn that on for anybody to hear me.
Yes. Anyway, I guess, Stan, you have a very nice space here, and, yeah, I like the floor. And, but I guess anyone who's talking in the game, like just opening the game, can be heard, but in a party, it has to be shared, yeah.
I guess I've seen streams where people have their area chat on and people talk all the time. Which, I don't know which games that is, because I have never, not since beta have I heard people actually talking in area chat. Unless I killed them in PvP and they're whining.
And they're complaining. Try to get out here. There you go.
Well, I got first video I ever shared on you know, the PlayStation Live. I just put it up. It's an old video that I had on that I took of, but I got a whole bunch of hate. I was trying to figure out a way to share it with friends, but I guess you can't. You have to actually share it to the public, and then, or you can set it to friends only, but then they'd have to go to PlayStation Live to actually look at it. You can't put it in like a message. But that's why I share it, because I also had a set of messages from this guy about bitching at me and crying about the low level that was in my group. Because, you know, my video, what it's titled is Bullying the Bullies. What it was a bunch of level 150s or so. I think I was maybe 200 plus at the time. And the guy in my group was a 13. They just randomly invited me and I accepted it. Didn't even know he was level 13. And I just went on and killed the queen. Well, as soon as the queen was dead, I jump up in the air to kill this 3-star legendary. And as I'm in the air, I get a quick target on a player that's red to me. And I'm in passive mode. And there's actually 4 of them, and I just wipe their ass out. And they don't even know what's coming, and I wipe their ass out. And I get all these messages on the PlayStation Network from these guys calling me all kinds of shit. But I love that. Whenever I PvP, if I get messages in PSN chat, I know I'm doing good.
You can have that one. This one, I think I'll keep the Marine Tactical Helmet. I don't know. I didn't even know I had this. I might actually use this later.
Ah, I found a resin.
You can have the other one. Wait, you found the glowing resin?
I have something for a level 26. Where you guys at? Yeah, I found a glowing resin.
Very nice. That I need, and I'm gonna have to find the firecrackers. Yeah, because I'm looking at the weapons that I have. I'm pretty sure I can give this guy something, but I don't know what to drop.
I have a level 15 explosive.
You have a level 15 explosive what?
10 millimeter.
If you have a level 15 explosive, my other character could really use that. Jesus Christ.
Oh, okay. It's 10 millimeter, though. It ain't much damage. I think with pistol buffs on you, you might be able to get to 150 maybe.
Jeez.
Well, no, maybe 200 with but you ain't gonna have demolition expert and shit, so you couldn't get it that high.
Well, I mean, you have a level 15 explosive on you now. I'll be right back. I'll bring my other character. Won't be able to use it right away, but I will be able to use it in a few levels.
I wonder what level my other explosive assaultron head is.
I'll be right back. Loading. But this has been surprisingly stable. I don't have to fast travel, I could run north. I do not see you guys. Are you inside? There you go.
I don't know how I'm hearing you in area chat. I thought you could hear area chat if you're in group chat.
I don't know. I couldn't hear you guys, but you could hear me.
Well, we were talking.
Oh, okay. Oh, you got a 2-shot. Look at that. Very nice.
Yeah, I tried to give him the 2-shot pump action, but he never took it. What is wrong with this freaking trading? I keep setting to 25,000 instead of 0.
Right? It's weird.
You want that 2-shot pump action too?
That would be great.
God damn it, it did it again, all the way to 25,000.
Wow, look, yours does 519 damage. That's crazy.
It does 1175, but turn the perks on.
Ho. I'm gonna look. Well, what other perks besides the double explosive? What else does it have?
Oh, on mine, it's 2-shot explosive with perception.
Because it's a 3-star legendary, so the other bonuses are.
Oh, I don't know what that 10mm I gave you it has on it other than explosive.
Well, let me just look at it now. This one's 10mm.
I think that's nice. The gun I gave Grass Assassin that he still has, it's level 10, single action revolver, 2-shot explosive with all your perks on it. It has 500 damage on it and it's level 10.
God. This weapon you gave me is fantastic. Oh, this is perfect. This pistol.
You need stuff 15.
But the shotgun is fantastic as well. Since I'm gonna be low level for a while. This one's gonna be a sneaky character. With the guns and no bar.
Yeah, that's what I do. I don't even use that shotgun. You see that I use this rifle all the time. The only time I use that shotgun is on the Queen, or if I like to kill a Deathclaw, I can kill it with one shotgun shell. So
oh wait, let me look at it and trade. Let's see. The rifle, oh, the instigating, yeah, I see.
Yeah, that's a true double damage. 2 shots, not really double damage, but the instigating's true double damage. That right there will one-shot any mob that's not like a Deathclaw or a Scorchbeast, one-shot shit like that. Or like a 68 super mutant, one-shot it in the belly. You don't even need headshotting. As long as I'm sneak anyway.
I missed out on the Santa stuff, but oh well. It wasn't that big of a deal because I was running around in mostly power armor anyway.
I haven't bought nothing in a while. I got like 2,500 atoms. But I got the Santa, one of the Santa packages with the Santa hat and the Mr. and Mrs. Claus, but I'm still going to wear this fucking dress until he puts something else in the game that has a stat on it.
So, the
oh, well, speaking of that, do you have your, I can make something right now that'll upgrade any character you have, if you haven't done it yet. You ever, put on your uniform, with stats, your Under Armour?
No, I don't think I have. Oh, I like this statue right here. It's nicely placed.
Switch to modify. Yeah, I can even make these now. I don't even have to go get it.
It's kind of funny because I have a low-level character and I got stuff to do with this character. So I mean, I want to play the game, but when you have nothing to do, you're like,
oh god, fucking shit! That's twice with 25,000. That stacks with everything. I mean, it don't matter if you're wearing power armor, it negates the stats. But like I said, you can put that on with your, even if you have decorative items on, it don't matter.
Oh, cool.
It's just free stats, no matter what level. The plans for that are on that vendor that we were at in Watoga. You can actually get the plans to make the armor, the Under Armour, and the mod to mod it to protective from there.
This is good.
But you gotta have Violet Flux to make it.
It's gonna be very useful, thanks.
That actually overrides your Vault Suit. Now, you could upgrade the Vault Suit too, but I don't have the plans for that, but it's not as good as stats.
It's fine. I mean, the Vault Suit was mostly because, well, the Vault Suit does look nice. I admit that. I like the number and all. I really didn't feel like wearing anything else. But this actually gives me a bonus, so it's worth using. And it's a nice armor as well. And since I can put armor on top of it, that's just fantastic.
Where the hell is your Vault? I know I have the plans for a Vault suit and a Vault Boy. How do you make the fucking things? The Tinkers?
I don't know.
I actually have Vault Boy and Vault Girl. But I don't know where they're at. I haven't ever tried to make one before.
I wonder, if I put on the hazmat suit, does it override the... Oh, it does.
Yeah, it's
That's a shame.
in the Under Armour category, but other than your hazmat suit, there's nothing you really wear for Under Armour. As soon as you put regular armor on, it'll overwrite that suit. Even though that suit looks pretty cool, especially for a stealth build.
Yeah.
But you can't really keep it because you're going to wear armor. You can't hide armor in this. Because, I wouldn't mind hiding, even though I don't really care what I look like, I wouldn't mind hiding my dress.
That's alright. Everyone
My
has
armor
just...
actually looks pretty cool.
Everyone has just accepted that this game has a lot of transvestites running around.
Well, it's like you said, the dress has that one perception on it.
It's worth it.
I always said, in World of Warcraft is where I first said it. Some guy said that my paladin shoulders look like shit. I said, yeah, well, it has better stats than yours, and I'll wear a dog turd if it had better stats.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's just the stats. No one really cares about what stuff looks like.
Especially in a first-person game, because I don't have to look at me. You have to look at me.
That said, you mentioned the... So you're saying if I were to wear the protective Brotherhood officer suit, it would kind of negate the stealth? So
But I'm saying, if you were wearing, like, in your power armor, it doesn't do anything. It still stays on, but it don't do anything. It don't give you them stats.
No, but I see you because you're wearing... I actually have the dress you're wearing. What the hell is it? This tattered...
that's stacks.
This. So
Yeah, that's stacks.
if I wanted to do this stuff, I would have to like wear that as opposed to the other stuff. This. Actually, it stacks. That's what you're saying. Oh.
Yeah. And your armor will stack too, but your armor don't get shown over your armor will show over the suit, but the dress shows over your armor.
That's funny. Oh, I see what you're saying. It stacks. I get it now. Yeah. Oh.
The only thing that don't stack with his other hazmat suits, Vault suit. See, the Vault suit has a mod that you can buff the Vault suit to give you stats too, but it's not as good.
You know, it's funny that you say that because so in Dark Souls 2, there's a specific kind of flowery dress that gives you a bonus, and you want to wear that. But if you're a male character, it looks kind of strange. But I will still wear it. I still wear it because it's more stats.
You ain't finished the quest yet, so you probably don't have it. But you know why I wear this veil, right?
The veil?
My face mask.
Yeah, I know that one. I did it with my other character.
Well, like gas mask and your other crap that works as a gas mask have durability, and you have to repair them all the time. This you never have to repair. It has no durability, and it works as a gas mask.
Oh, cool. So now I know why. Now I know why a friend of mine was always running around in this dress, and I was like, I guess I asked him once what that dress was. He said he found it in the part of a mission, and he always wore it, and I didn't really understand why. And now I know why, because it's a bonus stat on top of the stuff you're wearing. Oh.
Server not responding. Ain't seen that in a long time.
Oh, at least it wasn't just me. No, my net is stable now. Hopefully it stays that way. Especially when I get Ace Combat 7. You know, if you pre-order that, you get the Ace Combat 5 as well. At least
but I know.
I
know that's why I thought about doing it in VR, because I know them kind of games. I know how arcadey they are and short-lived. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe in the future they'll release patches or a DLC that makes more of the game VR, but it's only like 4 missions, 4 or 5.
And any flight game is always going to be better on the PC because of the hardware you can buy.
That's true.
Like force feedback joysticks and actual flight controls, throttle.
Yeah, which I don't know why it's PSVR exclusive, because they could have easily had one of the either Oculus Rift or one of the other VRs.
Well, I don't know why they don't sell that kind of hardware with PS4. Just they pretty much just sell the controllers. There's, I mean, and you got the wands, but
Yeah.
you know, especially with the VR out, force feedback steering wheels and flight controls would actually sell. I mean, they'd have to have a high price point because not many people have VR as it is. It's so expensive, but and there's not much for games out for it. But it would sell.
Yeah.
I guess they got the gun for the PSVR that kind of shitty. The one game I played is, I mean, you pretty much have to have the gun to make it any fun. The
Farpoint?
Farpoint, yeah.
Yeah, I noticed this. Nah, I like the game. I think it's fun, but it's kind of annoying trying to aim with the controller. So yeah.
Yeah, in VR you can actually use the wands, but it still sucks. And if you've played Biohazard, you know how easy Biohazard is in VR to aim compared to regular aiming.
Really, it's easier?
Oh yeah, it's a lot easier.
I
played most of that game on without my VR because I just can't sit there and play that long in VR. My face sweats.
Oh yeah, I agree with you. I've only played it in VR, right? And so I can only play it in a session of maybe an hour or two, and then after that I'm too fatigued. Like I could play a game that I'm looking at a TV screen like for many hours, but not in VR.
My brother actually never played Skyrim, and he started with Skyrim VR, and he played that. I mean, the one day he played that, he played it longer. He puked 6 times.
Oh, yeah.
But
see,
he has the motion sickness from it, but I don't. I mean, when I first started, I got especially Eve Valkyrie, I got a little uncomfortable, but never sick.
For me, I did have motion sickness at first. I mean, I never threw up, but I was like, oh man. That's what I got the bundle with the Skyrim VR. I haven't played the Skyrim VR precisely because I knew that that's advanced. I needed something to start out baby steps with, till I got used to VR.
You remember the 3D that was popular before VR came out? It's still out there, but it's not really popular anymore. Kind of lost. That shit never worked for me. Like I'd watch a movie and I'd go out of focus, and even with the glasses on, and it would not seem 3D, digital 3D with the. And it's the same thing in VR. It don't really fake me out to make me sick.
For me, it looks 3D. Yeah, with the VR it works, but you know how it is. It's limited. It's kind of, it's obvious that you're staring at a screen sometimes.
But the VR kind of sucks. Some of the absolute shit. I mean, they're not really even games. Experiences show you what they can do with the VR. They just don't. Like, have you played Batman? The Arkham Asylum thing?
No, I've seen some gameplay of it though. A friend was share playing over there.
That shows you a lot what the VR could do. But that wasn't really a game. It was pretty much an experience, not a game.
Yeah.
Like there was no fighting or nothing like that. It was just picking up stuff off the table. But like when you threw a batarang, you actually had to reach down your belt, pick up a batarang, and throw it.
Yeah.
And I actually felt that with the wand. It actually feels that way because you use your trigger. You let go of your trigger as you swing forward, and it throws it. Even the demo disc, the PlayStation World's demo disc.
Yeah.
Just the beginning of that, there was a ball in the middle of the room. You can bounce that ball with your controller. And it actually feels right. Like if you hit it with just a little bit of English, that ball will spin with English.
Yeah. As you say, there aren't that many games for it. That's one of the problems. I mean, there's a lot of really short games that are not worth it.
I didn't try Borderlands, but I'm sure it's great in VR. But I wasn't paying $49.99 for Borderlands 2, which is what, 15 years old?
Yeah, Borderlands 2. No, it's how long is? It's like
it's been a while.
It's been a while, yeah. I don't remember exactly how long it's been. It's been a while. But I played it twice already, so I mean, I had it for the PlayStation 3. I played it again with the Handsome Jack
Yeah.
collection. I pretty much like beat the game multiple times with almost every character except for the assassin. So I'm done with it.
I played it. I played it when it released, and I played the Handsome Collection when it went cheap. And I can't. That must have been on the Handsome Collection. Someone told me it was PS4 only, but it must have been on the PS3 or the computer, because I don't have it in my library on my PS4.
Huh.
And I know that was after I quit buying discs, so I know I don't have a disc loss somewhere. I think Fallout 4 is my last game I bought on disc. And that's just because it was a cool release. You know, the GameStop was packed at midnight.
Yeah. Did you play the prequel as well? With the Handsome Jack collection?
The Moon.
Yeah, it wasn't that great. I don't know.
A lot of people don't like that one, but I really didn't mind it. A lot of people don't even give it a chance because of the graphics. But as I said, with Red Dead, graphics aren't everything.
True.
You can make a totally fucking shallow game with great graphics.
It was just, I don't know. There's a different experience with the second one. I guess the second one was more. I had more fun with the second one than the Moon one. I guess the rating and the.
Oh yeah, 1 and 2 were better than the Moon one, but I'm saying the Moon one wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
It's worth playing through. It wasn't very long either. There wasn't much to it for a Borderlands game, but it was a, it was a spin-off. It wasn't really a real release of the game.
I think that what I liked about it the most is I could play as Claptrap. You know, I might have been tempted to get Borderlands VR, but it's single player only. There's no co-op to it.
No.
And that's like the best part of or one of the best parts of Borderlands 2, the co-op.
What Eve Valkyrie taught me is that I just don't like Call of Duty. It's not. I don't. The reason I don't like it is because I suck at it. Because Call of Duty the Eve Valkyrie, I have like a 20-to-1 kill to death ratio. You know, in any shooting game I've ever played, or any multiplayer game like that I've ever played that had a kill to death ratio, I have never even had.
Oh.
And I was that good at it, but I hated that fucking game. I mean, mostly because of the VR. Like I said, I just don't see the VR ever, in its current form, as bulky as it is. Because I can't smoke a cigarette, I can't take a drink, or nothing without taking that VR off.
It is pretty heavy, and then there's the cord, which is the main, even a bigger problem. But I hear that the VR2, they're gonna make it cordless and like lighter. The PSVR 2 anyway.
The PC ones are better, and they have the 1.3 camera one, and it has a smaller headset, but them things are so freaking expensive, and the machine you need is expensive too.
Yeah.
I mean, PlayStation is, people think the VR is expensive on this, but it's actually really cheap compared to the Oculus or the Rift. Or the Vive. Oculus with the Vive. But, there's games on the computer I can imagine being really good in VR. I don't know if they've done it yet, though. Like a flight simulator with the full cockpit hardware and VR. That'd be pretty badass. Especially if you're talking about the combat simulator one.
Yeah, VR, it seems like made for something like that. You know?
Yeah, cockpit games would be great with VR. But if you played the PS versions of the cockpit games, just having the controller just doesn't feel right. But if they could actually do the gloves right, it'd be cool to actually be able to control, if you're in a cockpit, instead of reacting to the environment, do it like you would if you were really in a cockpit. Where you're running with the you actually using the controls inside the cockpit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the games now, you're playing it like you're in a first-person shooter instead of playing it like you're in the cockpit. Like the rigs, mechanized, or the other shitty game that has the where you're inside of a bot.
Wait, which one
But
was? I know which one you're saying. There was a like I think there are two mech ones for the VR.
Well, one's online competitive.
Oh, the sports one, yeah. The one that was free for plus.
Robot League.
Yeah.
It might have been.
Oh yeah, I invited him. He's
Riggs.
Riggs, yeah.
That guy's the guy you just invited is on my friends list.
Yeah. Well, last time I played this game, I think I was with him and you guys, and then my net went to shit, and then I hadn't played for a while. I think I'm gonna switch characters.
You live in Canada? They have some shitty internet. I have a friend that's Canadian, and we were playing that, that free-to-play game this month, Portal Knights.
Yeah.
We were playing that, it's one of them games where whoever creates the game owns the server, like you're running off their internet connection. Holy shit, I don't know how he plays. That shit was laggy as shit. Whenever he would host the game.
I didn't know that. I guess I should have someone else host when I play that. I do want to play it because, I don't know, it looks interesting.
It's short.
Oh, it's short?
I mean, it's like they got to the end game and then cut off. Like, okay, there's 4 different kinds of portal crystals. You go through the game and using the first 3. The last one, there's no portals for it. So it's like they quit developing the game.
That's
now the 4 end bosses are extremely fucking hard. I can only beat one of them, but beat the other 2 was kind of useless for my class because it's pretty much the same items with a different element. But it was, it was fun while the little bit of time it lasted.
Yeah.
And if you were a builder, my God, you could build metropolises.
Oh, so that's. I've been told that the game is sort of like Minecraft, but more like fighting bosses and stuff and exploring. And
you can buy an island, which is like a private island for you, and it's probably as big as like the entire forest area of this game. It's just a blank island that you can build anything you want on.
Huh. Well, I should check.
But we kind of sped up our progress. There's this quest that was going on during Christmas that is just godly experience because you take the highest level person and all the mobs are that level and the quests are that level. So you're getting, like, if I did it once at level 1, I took a level 1 character in there, I'd be level 19 after the first, and then like 3 more, I'd be max level.
Ah, cool.
Like 3 5-minute runs. But, it was one of them exploits that you set your PlayStation clock back so the event was live for you. Did it back to Christmas.
Yeah.
I mean, you can tell the developers ain't very good. They haven't made that kind of mistake in a long time. I can't remember which game it was. There was one game that you had the lockout. It was a single-player game, but you had the lockout. Kind of like Resident Evil right now. It says I have 5 days and so many hours before it opens. But you could change your PlayStation clock and get into the game early. After you pre-ordered it, and I forget which game it was a long time ago too. I think it was on the PS3. Like I said, they haven't made that mistake in a long time.
Yeah,
of course, this game makes mistakes you haven't seen in a long time.
That's true. Then again,
like some of these dupings. I mean, this is shit that happened back in the 2000s. That they had fixed long.
I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna search characters, bring in the high level, do something. Actually, what will we do? Get to launch a nuke?
I mean, it could. It don't take very long. It's,
I don't know.
hell, I could kill the queen, but as long as less than 8 people fucking showed up, that, you know, unless it was 8 people that could actually do some damage. Once you get to 8 people, that thing becomes retarded on damage you have to do to it. And the queen has.
I'll be right back. Well, I'm glad my system is a lot more stable. It's the router. I'm glad it's the router and not the internet itself. But my router kept dropping me every like for a few seconds, and it was really annoying. But now, connected directly. Funny enough, I'm connected directly on my computer, and I'm using it as a hotspot. So if I had connected directly to the PlayStation 4, it would be even more stable. Which I'm gonna do soon anyway, because I'm waiting for the other cable. This is great. That means when I get Ace Combat 7, I'm gonna be on that for a while. Loading. I have to admit, I'm kind of disappointed. It's been a month, almost a month since I played this, and nothing new. Gotta check out the exact tweaks from the update, what they changed. I don't know, game seems more stable though. There you go. Hey there, yeah, nothing good. It seems like nothing. I guess I haven't been missing out the past months.
You just showed me a bug when you logged over. If I'm sharing strange numbers and someone logs off, it suppresses all my positive effects and mutations. I had to take stranger numbers off to get my mutations back.
Really? That's weird. Yeah, I agree. It's crazy that they're charging for those tattoos that look barely like. It's just, yeah, some of these customizations should be free. But
some of them were, I mean, you know,
a lot of them were free for Fallout 4. Yeah.
I've never been for an item store, but you know, since it's purely cosmetic, I wouldn't mind people buying them to, you know, pay for content, but nobody's gonna buy them at the prices they got.
Yeah. If they were selling them,
it's so easy to get them in game. It's not even funny.
Yeah, if they were selling them for like $1 or something, then no one would be complaining.
Shit, I'm out of freaking cigarettes.
How messed up is it that something like Fortnite is free and the microtransaction stuff is cheaper, but this game is $60 brand new, well, when it initially released, and they're charging an absurd amount for the cosmetics.
The problem is that they're not even trying to make money. I mean, nobody's buying that shit. I mean, there is people that buy it because people are stupid. I mean, look at Trove. Trove has a brilliant model. They got thousands out of people. Yeah. Thousands. I know a friend that spent $3,000 on that game.
Wow.
And most of the average of most of my friends that played it spent $300-400. But you want to see a game that does free to play right, but it's not very advantageous for them. I mean, they're not really a greedy company. Wait till Path of Exile comes out on the PS4. You'll see an item store that's done right. Now, if you play for a long time and start to get into the game, there's one item purchase that's pretty necessary, but it's pretty cheap too, and that's inventory space.
Yeah. It looks like Asper is gonna launch a nuke.
Good, I didn't feel like launching it. Launching it on the Queen or White Springs? I'd assume on the Queen is 191. Yeah.
Because none of us really need more levels. Well, maybe me, but otherwise, not really.
Well, it's not really for levels. There's low, I mean...
Oh, that's right, yeah, because...
legendary drops.
They do drop a lot of legendaries.
Yeah, a lot of legendaries, but half of them are under level 50. That's the problem.
And most of them are useless. Well, not useless, but most of them aren't very good.
That's pretty much wherever you go.
That's true.
Most your drops. This guy showing on the forums, he got 3 drops. 3-star Gatling with explosive. That was... Damn. It had decent procs on it, but nothing special. I mean, it would have been stuff that I'd give away. Then he showed two shotguns, a combat rifle, and I think it was a shotgun. Just plain one, and everybody's, oh, you're so lucky, you got three legendaries right there in a row. Just like that. Yeah, that's the shit that I drop on paper bags all over the place. But the sad thing is, even those are pretty freaking rare. To get something like my shotgun, I'm talking, on average, maybe 200 levels of play. Now, after 200, it's a little different, because after 200, the experience gets totally changes.
Yeah.
199 to 200, you need, let's say, 20,000 experience. I don't know what the actual numbers are. I'm just going to give you a number out there. 200 to 201, you need 100,000 experience. It's 5 times as much experience after 200 to get a level. So, you see me at 260, but really, in the way you perceive levels, I'm like 500.
Oh, look at that. I traveled to your base and I didn't fall through the ground. And it's literal.
Yeah, you fall through the ground on that one, you're gonna die. Well, I guess you're in power armor, you won't die. But you have to go down to my base to see it all. Like go up there to the ladder and go down the ladders and shit.
But what do you think about like Elder Scrolls 6? You think Bethesda's gonna fuck that up too?
They did all right with Skyrim. I mean, really, to me, the game's been going down. I mean, Oblivion had some good changes and some bad changes, which pretty much balanced it out with Morrowind. But then Skyrim was actually missing a lot of shit, a lot more than it gained. And I mean, there's some stuff that was good in Skyrim, but there was a lot more shit that they were missing, like crafting spells. Why in the world did they get rid of crafting spells?
Yeah.
But you lost a lot of your freedom in between Oblivion and Skyrim. Now, you don't want it to be like Morrowind, where you're just totally lost all the time. Oblivion probably was about right, but Skyrim got a little too one-way-ish on a little less open on how you play the games. Other than the buggy ass, which they never fixed, I still ain't got platinum on that game because that freaking quest that you need the 10 different quests and fucking dragon killed my NPC where I couldn't do one of the quests.
On Skyrim?
Yeah. Well, this game's just as bad. I'm one achievement from this game from hitting platinum 2 that I can't get. Level 2 characters are 25 now, and neither of them counted.
Wait, you made a new character to get to level 25? It didn't count?
Yeah, I did all the story quests, because, none of my story quests were completed either because I didn't admit it. So I did all the story quests, and all those counted, but then I hit 25 and didn't count. So now I have to get another character to hit 25. But there's another cheat. I mean, they can hack these terminals. I don't know how close to 50 I am, but I have to be pretty close. I don't know how many of it's been counted. Since it's beta, I guess I haven't that much.
I guess I'm lucky that I didn't get to 25 in the beta. Cause yeah, I just have to get in level 10, but I also have to do a bunch of other stuff that I've been ignoring.
I apparently didn't quite get the 50 in beta because I had the 50 achievement, but I had all the story up to the Brotherhood to get. Like I had to get all the way to the Brotherhood.
Mm.
So yeah, I should have did what a lot of people did, just leveled in beta, but then I would have had a level here to 50 though, because I would have been over 50 without doing them pain in the ass quests. That's for sure. But I did every quest in beta, like every single quest. I had to go back and do that that Brotherhood one, that daily Brotherhood one, Heart of the Enemy, that achievement.
Yeah. Bethesda's also working on a new type of game. I forget what it was called now. It's
Rage 2?
No, not Rage 2, like Star something.
Oh, Starfield.
Starfield, there you go.
Yeah, they also got another game out on pre-order now called Rage 2. I don't know what that was about though. It looks parkour-ish to me, which if you played any of the recent parkour type games are all exactly the same. You know, like Prototype and Spider-Man and all them games are all the same thing.
Biney is asking me if I've heard what Bethesda publicly said about Fallout 76. No, I have not. What have they said?
No. Friday they put out a Twitter on Bethesda saying they had a big announcement today. The big announcement ended up being an expansion for Elder Scrolls Online.
Oh.
Which is absolutely fucking worthless because they ruined Elder Scrolls Online by syncing all the levels, kind of like Destiny does, where you know you go do a random group and you could be level 150 and group to level 10, and the level 10's doing just as much damage as you because it's scaled up.
Mm.
But there's a reason why people like it the most, and especially ones that take a while to level, is because those levels actually separate players and put players together.
Alright. I thought you were gonna launch something, Asper, but alright. You want me to come over here?
I mean, it's got progressive. You know how many noobs you've seen at the end game in EverQuest? 0. Not one. Because to get the end of the game EverQuest, you had to work your ass off.
Oh my god. You have a lot of serums here. That's fantastic.
Who has a lot of serums?
Asper, he gave me a bunch of serums.
Yeah, I was with a group of low levels that I've been grouping with in the past month or so. Had one of my friends logged on that was part of one of them duping parties. He dropped 6,000 stim packs on the ground. It was funny because all these people that were in my group were slowly walking back to their camps. Because he dropped all kinds of shit on the ground, stacks of it, to get back, get his weight down under.
Let me look at this guy's name. Why you ban me, lady? Well, essentially, the only kind of weapon I really would want is something that's explosive, like if you got an explosive shotgun that's level 50 or 45 or whatever, I'm willing to trade for that.
Opposite of what I want. I want something that's...
You could also trade with my friend here. He might want
explosive.
something that's not explosive.
I don't think it gets much better than my shotgun for explosive. But, my rifle, I'm still using a 1-star instigating. Now, I've had 3-star handmaids and shit, but never, like, the perfect combination. But mine would have to be too specific. I've went through all the trading, and I know that the dupes out there, that they don't even have it. Well, the kind of rifle that I'd want. like instigating with VATS reduced cost, or instigating with VATS crit, or instigating two-shot, which I don't even think exists.
Oh my god, thanks for that, Asper. Asper just gave me a two-shot, handmade. A two-shot explosive, I guess, hardened handmade. Very nice, very nice.
Yeah, don't use VATS for that two-shot. It fucks VATS up still. They haven't fixed that I know of.
Good to know. Yeah, because I know Asper, he has his character built specifically for melee, and he can really do damage, like crazy amount of damage to the queen. He just has to have radiation on him and take some damage.
Well, I know some guys that can fucking kill that queen in like 30 seconds or less with a fucking bloodied sledgehammer and
Exactly.
Nerd Rage and all this other shit on.
Yes, that's exactly what he did. I once saw him kill the queen in like a few seconds, just himself. I helped a little bit, but he did like 95% of the damage, and killed it in less than a minute. I was
I have
shocked.
a bloodied with swing speed, like a perfect fucking weapon. Except for the problem is a power fist. You can't do it with power armor, and without power armor being that low in health, you probably wouldn't last very long on the queen. Because you have to give up all your shit to put lead line shit on.
Melee is overpowered if you build your character to exploit it, yeah. But then there's weapons that are really powerful too. For PvP, essentially, an explosive weapon, shotgun, you're better off sneaking. Yeah.
People are complaining about two-shot explosive weapons when a one-star bloodied sledgehammer does more damage than any two-shot explosive weapon with the right perks.
Yeah, especially if you're surprised someone, you just boom.
And like right now, from where you're standing, like as close as I am to you right now, if we were PvPing, I could shoot you from here with my two-shot shotgun, and you might survive it. But if I shot you with this if I went to sneak and shot you with this lever action, you won't survive it.
Yeah.
Two-shot explosives are not as powerful as everybody thinks they are. That two-shot does not double the damage. That second shot is base damage. Now, the explosive's powerful, but that's only because of Demolition Expert.
Yeah.
And because it's AE.
You can have your explosive weapon deal 1 million damage.
Jeez.
How's that?
Explosive bubbleheads, they stack up.
Oh
it
yeah,
hasn't
that's
been
right.
fixed.
Yeah, but you have to dupe that. You'd never find those.
You can one-shot Scorch Queen, but only sometimes. For some reason, she's not taking
I got
damage from explosive weapons as it should be done. Like, I can deal more damage with my sledgehammer than anyone with like mad amount of damage with explosive bullets.
Yeah,
It's
there's something bugged where every once in a while I'll knock a good chunk of health off of her, but then other times it don't seem like I'm doing any damage at all.
It will work on everything else apart from the Scorch Queen. You know, there is that mutation, I forget how is it called in English. Basically, when you get hit, you like explode with radiation.
Yeah.
Plague Walker?
No.
Nah,
It's
the
I
other
forget what
one.
it's called, but yeah, it's an explosion. I've seen it.
Isotope.
Oh yeah, I can craft that one.
Oh, you
Yeah,
can craft
isotope.
them. Nice.
So you use bubbleheads, yeah.
Yeah.
You stand in the white springs or in the prime zone. You don't move, and everything that hits you will die like instantly. You don't have to shoot.
But if there's somebody around with a two-shot explosive in White Springs, there's never going to get to hit you because somebody else is going to steal it. I don't even go to White Springs anymore. All I get
has been nerfed.
All I get is people bitching at me anyway because if I shoot it with my shotgun, they bitch about it. If I shoot it with my rifle, they bitch about it because they don't get any their tags on it. Like that, it even freaking matters.
Huh.
That's what I do on purpose.
Not to mention that the legendaries there are. I mean, legendaries are shit drops anyway, but in White Springs it seems like it's double shit drops.
There are new legendaries now.
Hunting rifles, yeah.
Oh, there's another guy on my list.
There is Daddy Stang in your team. He's not online, but he's in the team and it fucks up the strange numbers.
Strange what?
Yeah, you don't want the strange numbers on if you're using melee.
There is a person in the team that's actually offline, but it appears to be in the team. You have to remove it because of that the strange in numbers is not working properly.
Oh, let me just.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, let me just remove him.
I have to unshare it.
I can't remove him. I don't know what's going on.
No, because
you're not the team leader.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, you want me to invite that guy?
You have to kick Daddy Stang from the team first.
Yeah.
You ever notice that strange numbers lowers your melee damage?
No, it doesn't.
2 shots? This guy's trying to sell me a 2-shot prime 50 cal machine gun. Explosive.
This is my team's fault. Oh, we got that one guy that went offline but didn't.
I don't know.
Quit.
Our
You can
problem.
invite anybody you want now.
I would. Let me look at the fire rate. I just have better.
If you switch stream for like 5 minutes, I can drop you some stuff, but I can't do it while you're streaming it.
Okay, no problem. I could do that later. I would trade for it, man, but I already have like a better weapon.
I can drop you that weapon.
Yeah,
Like
sorry,
I said,
man.
When they were duping, I gave them all my shit to dupe, and I don't think anybody actually duped it past what they used because I haven't seen any of my items on the for sale. Like I haven't seen a double barrel shotgun with 2-shot explosive perception.
I think I've got every single available explosive double shot weapon.
Do you have a lever action with instigating and something else on it? Good.
I can let you to have a look on my inventory because it's in Polish on my screen, so it will be hard for me to tell which one is which.
Oh.
Because it'd sure be nice to be able to put my White Knight back on instead of running Covert Operative for my farming.
A 2-shot fat man.
I got like 2,000 of that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I've had some nice 2-shot fat mans. I just got rid of them. Gave them to somebody.
Are you trying to trade with me? I didn't notice.
Oh, I got a... Who invited me to trade?
I have no idea the trade was just there.
Why am I offering trade?
I have no idea.
It says I'm running around. It says I'm offering a trade.
Anyway, I think I'm gonna end the stream here. I'll continue this, I don't know, another time.